Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy walkie-talkie 100 of 100. Did it. There we go. Have a goal. Make that goal. So I was listening to a book this morning, as I often do, and this is going to be a little bit longer of a walkie-talkie because it can be. Because it is. Whatever. I'm excited to see people start hopping on. Hopefully people will start hopping on and we can all celebrate together that I did 100 things. And if not, it's okay because Wes and I are celebrating together and that's fine. And also, Kathy suggested like other people doing walkie-talkies and sending them in. That'd be so fun. Like just connecting it to this, either going live or not, but just like as a comment, doing a walkie-talkie. That would be really fun. Or just sending it to me, whatever. But I was listening to Dan Kennedy and Benjamin Hardy, and they were talking about procrastination. And Wes doesn't even know this, so. Hey, Turdy. Wes doesn't even know this, but I'm going to ask him questions and then we'll have a conversation about it. So how do you feel about procrastination?
What is that?
What? No, I'm asking for reals.
I'll tell you later. Procrastination, it looks like so many different things.
What do you typically procrastinate? Not like a specific thing, but like if you were to categorize.
Things that are difficult I don't want to do.
Okay. So when we procrastinate, what if procrastinating something difficult or something that I don't want to do is actually an answer to maybe the things that are like our special ability. So like, for example, Wes and I love to teach, and like this kind of stuff is like our favorite. We don't procrastinate this because we love it and it's fun and it's easy for us. Somebody else may be procrastinating this and then they get on and they watch this and they're like, oh, how do they always do this? Well, it's because it's the thing we love to do. We don't procrastinate things we love to do. Like, I don't procrastinate jumping in. Why are you making it lower?
That's the sun.
That's not the sun, Germ. I don't procrastinate jumping into cold water. Like, I am the first in and the last out.
I just avoid it.
But it's something you don't like.
Not at all.
So what if procrastination is an answer and less of a problem? Like, what if it's more of a solution? Hey, I really don't like this thing. Like, for a lot of us, and for moms, if something needs to get done and nobody else in the family will do it, we just do it. We may not want to, but often we just make it happen. And what if that very thing that we're procrastinating, the thing that's on the last of our list, or if you're like me, I put the thing I want to do least first so I don't have to deal with it or think about it or worry about it anymore. Look at all those flowers. So pretty. What if that's the very thing you could hire out or share with someone? That's where I waved at the scarecrows. Right here. And they didn't wave back. They were so rude. What if that's the very thing that is somebody else's superpower? So like in a lot of church organizations and stuff I've been in, I have had the best secretaries. I am not a good secretary. I do not enjoy it. I don't want to do it. But having a great secretary or a time manager human is phenomenal. And there are some of you out there who that's your superpower. In fact, that just makes your life so much easier when you have somebody doing the thing that they love to do the most. So what if procrastination is less of a problem and more of a solution? And if you start realizing or just like noticing out of curiosity, what things am I procrastinating? That's interesting.
So looking at something we need to delegate.
Put your face in there. There we go. So looking at delegation tends to feel like micromanaging to me. So maybe just give someone, hey, this is the thing I need done. You're really good at this thing. I don't care how you do it. Can you make it happen? Delegation to me is more like I delegate you to do this thing the way I want it done, the way I would do it. And that just seems like more work.
I wouldn't. I would see it the first way that you said it. Hey, this is something I need to get done. Can you do it?
Okay. And some people are better at that than others.
But I think if you...
They really like to micromanage.
If you want to micromanage it, then you make them do it the way you want it done. But otherwise, you just get it done. Like, you don't care how the dishes get done. You just want them done.
Correct. And you care.
A little bit more, but no. I'm still happy when they get done. So that's still delegation, giving it away. So finding out who's the good dishwasher and have them do it? Who's the good toilet scrubber and have them do it?
But it's not even just have them do it if they're good at. What if that's something they're good at and they enjoy?
And they won't avoid it because they don't hate it, so they won't procrastinate on it.
They have this. So I do that with the kids, like when we're cleaning the house, I make a list of things and we all get to choose the thing that we choose to do. And it's fascinating because in my mind, I often give away the things that I think are the easiest. And that's not usually what the kids choose. The kids usually choose things that I don't want to do. That they're like, oh, I'll do this. I like this thing. So it's so funny. It makes it way easier. What?
You want to turn?
Turn around and go back. Yeah. So about face.
That's pretty.
So it's really interesting. I like it, Kathy. It's interesting thinking about procrastination that way. And then we're not going to compare ourselves. Well, hopefully we'll compare ourselves less. One of the things about comparison is we often will compare our worst to somebody else's best or perceived best. So like, for example, if you really want to go live, you really want to do this, and then you see Wes and I and you're like, oh, they're always going live. Well, it's not hard for us. And what's interesting too is that Wes will say, what are we going to talk about? Because he wants to know the plan ahead of time. Do you know what my plan is ahead of time? That I'm going to go live. That's my plan. And he's like, no, give me the information. What are we going to talk about? What are you going to ask me? And I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen. But I have no fear of going live and just hopping on and figuring it out as we go along. And so even just in that dynamic, we're doing this together. But even in that dynamic, there's two different viewpoints. So I guess maybe challenging you today to be curious in what you're procrastinating and what you're putting off and what you don't want to do. I'm getting tired.
Yeah, I'm switching.
Maybe just getting curious. And what is it that I'm putting off? Could I get someone to help me? And, like, okay, well, Sarah, I don't have the money to pay somebody to do this. Okay, well, but you have a skill of doing something that somebody else doesn't want to do. My friend Shan, if you're watching this, hi.
Okay.
We decided that neither one of us liked making dinner. As we were giggling, we're like, oh my gosh, why does our family have to eat every single night? I already fed them yesterday. And we laughed about that, and we decided that the best thing in the world is having somebody bring you dinner when you feel good. Because when you feel sick and somebody brings you dinner, it's fantastic, right? Because everybody else has to eat, and they're all sitting around waiting for you to cook it, and you're too sick to do so. So when somebody shows up and helps, that's rad. How much more fun it is when you have a whole day that you start thinking about dinner and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't have to think about it. Somebody else is bringing it. And since we both had 100 kids and we had to make massive meals anyways, we're like, what's a little bit more? And so we started doing that occasionally, where I would bring her dinner when she was feeling good and she would bring me dinner when I was feeling good.
So you just doubled up what you were making and brought it over?
Yeah, or not even doubled. I mean, at that time we had a whole bunch of little kids who kind of looked at food, but essentially we just would make a little bit more of what I was already doing, which isn't that big of a deal. And it was incredible. So even though that was something we both had to do, but we made it enjoyable for each other. So what if it was more about collaboration instead of isolation? In school we're taught, don't cheat off your neighbor. If you get help, it's cheating. But in life, collaborations are where things happen. I remember my dad when I was, 14 maybe. I wanted a job and he kept saying, I know Linda. And it was the owner of this small business. And the way I got into that was because of a collaboration, because of somebody my dad knew that he talked to, so I got in. I had to do the work. I had to be a hard worker. I had to show up. But the collaboration is what got me in. It's just fascinating. It's often, that's how you've got your favorite jobs, is a collaboration, because you've known someone who has known you and said, hey, I think it would be a great fit for this. Instead of isolation, I have to do everything all by myself all the time.
Yep.
And yet I think that that's actually what we're taught. No, you have to do everything all by yourself. And your badge of honor is being exhausted because you've done everything all by yourself. And then people give you a high five because you've done everything all by yourself. And how do you do that? And now I must be like that person, putting more pressure on myself instead of collaboration.
All by myself.
This is our soundtrack. So those are my thoughts today on this walkie-talkie. Do you have any other thoughts today on this 100 of 100 we did it walkie-talkie?
Work together, do things together, have fun. Make things are always more enjoyable when you do it with somebody.
Yeah, with someone you enjoy.
Yeah.
So do things enjoyable with someone that you enjoy so it can be more enjoyable. Also,
share the task.
This wasn't his goal. This was my goal. This was my personal goal I came up with in the middle of walking one day. I'm going to do 100. And I came home and I told him about it. He was like, good, you do that. And then you guys all liked when he was on with me. So I've had him on more. Like, that came out of this dream that I thought was way too impossible. I was like, how the heck am I going to get 100? I was like, I don't know. I'm just going to make it happen. So I was the person to make it happen, and he was the person to come on and make it happen with me. So remember, we are walking with you. You and we are all stronger than we think. Have the best day. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.